Boris the Clown. Lib Dems celebrate triumphant victory with humiliating ceremony to provoke Mr. PM. Lib Dems literally burst liar Boris Johnson's bubble in by-election victory rally. The North Shropshire by-election results dealt an enormous blow to the Prime Minister's authority, and the Lib Dems were there with a novelty blue balloon to rub salt into the wound. The Lib Dems burst lying Boris Johnson's bubble today in a triumphant victory rally after the North Shropshire by-election. The Liberal Democrats' victory in the North Shropshire by-election has sent shockwaves through the political establishment in the UK by toppling a Tory safe seat and giving Boris Johnson more to worry about. And it didn't take long for the excitement to turn into a wonderfully light-hearted cringe fest as the Lib Dems wheeled out their latest stunt. The newly elected MP for the Midlands constituency Helen Morgan appeared on live TV along with former Lib Dem leader Tim Farron and Deputy Leader Daisy Cooper to celebrate the landmark win in Oswestry by literally bursting a big blue Boris bubble. Brandishing a large yellow pin, Morgan stabbed at the ballon that was being held by Farron with some vigour, much to the delight of her supporters behind her who all cheered when the inflatable went bop. However, the scene didn't exactly encourage jubilations from onlookers who didn't know whether to laugh or cry at how cringe it was, with more than one comparison being made to the thick of it. The party stuck a giant novelty pin in a big blue balloon after overturning the Tories' 22,949 majority in the ultra-safe seat. It's par for the course for the Lib Dems, who destroyed an actual blue wall made out of plastic bricks after their last by-election victory in Chesham and Amersham. It's also a far cry from the Hartlepool by-election just 7 months ago, when the Tories triumphed and Boris Johnson met an inflatable version of himself for a victory speech. Lib Dem leader Ed Davey was denied a victory lap in person due to being in COVID isolation. So the honour was left to former leader Tim Farron, who appeared backed by about 24 activists in a coach park next to an Aldi in Oswestry. He declared, "Millions of people have woken up this morning feeling that a bit of light has broken into the darkness. It turns out if you are incompetent, if you tell lies, if you take the people for granted, there is a price to pay. Democracy and justice is alive and well in Britain, and the people of North Shropshire have spoken for the whole of Britain last night." Ms Morgan was accompanied by Deputy Leader Daisy Cooper, and Mr Farron, who joked he was the only other Lib Dem whose constituency had large numbers of sheep and cows. Cows honked their horns as jubilant activists walked through the town holding placards, followed by a scrum of journalists. In a square outside Oswestry Indoor Market, Ms Morgan told reporters that the win was not just a protest vote, but a turning of the tide. "I think we've seen a change, it's something different," she said. Asked if the Tories should be scared, she said, "If we can win in North Shropshire, we can win anywhere." She added, "We've had 2 sensational wins, I think in Chesham and Amersham it was, 24%. This has been 34%. We're proving that we can make those things happen on the ground." Ms Morgan said the party had been emboldened by gains in the local elections in May, but the so-called Partygate allegations about rule-breaking festive DOS in Westminster had played a role. But the new MP has no plans for a victory party herself, saying she would be celebrating just with my family. Deputy Lib Dem leader Daisy Cooper hailed the result as a watershed moment in British politics. She told the Mirror, "We have seen from true blue Buckinghamshire to true blue Shropshire, voters are telling this government enough is enough." She said it was far more than a protest vote, pointing to huge discontent about local health services and farm payments. She said the Lib Dems were grateful that Labour and Green voters lent us their vote to help smash the Tory majority.